Welcome to warm-up series, version 2. Just warm up for low impact, people with cardiac conditions, knee hip rehab conditions, if it's comfortable for them. Low impact. So starting off just with a march. Marching is easy to start. You can use a chair if you need balance or support. And we do each exercise for 15-20 seconds a piece. Starting with that march. Seeing if you can move that into a tap, pressing and tapping. That's for your front thigh muscles, same muscles used as climbing stairs. And that pushing motion is to keep your shoulders flexible. From there, you see if you can go into the third, and that's a tap. Tapping stretches for your ankle, good for balance. Sometimes people with foot orthotics, it can be useful to do some ankle stretches before house chores, gardening, going for walks or going up hills, switching sides. Ankle stretches are good for balance. And then we repeat that sequence, going back into your march. Easier just to keep the feet a little bit off the ground. Level 2 is to make that into a high knee, high march. Any variation that works for you. Going back into your front taps, tapping and pushing. Same muscles as pushing door, pushing carts. Level 1, tapping those toes. If you want to work balance more, it's a kick. Again, you have wall or chair for support. Or tapping the foot, same idea. And then into your front taps, tapping. Switching sides, tapping that ankle. And then we do another 3 with that marching pattern. Feet come back, seeing if you can go side to side. That's good for changing direction, good for balance, and it strengthens your hip muscles. So that if you fall or get hit in the hips, hopefully the bones don't break, the muscles cushion the impact. That's tapping out to the side. From there, you're going to tap behind. Tapping and tapping. Opening up those arms and shoulders. Good for people that sit a lot, have more rounded shoulders to stretch out front shoulder chest. And the back taps also balance. Strengthens the back of your hips. Just like walking backwards. Nice. And then the third one we do, still for your hips. One foot goes up, rotating back and forth. Feeling that stretch along those glute muscles. That's called hip rotation. If any of these give you pains, don't do them. Skip it. Or repeat the previous exercises for another set. And then switching sides. Foot comes up, rotating and coming back. So this can be an exercise routine if you're at home. If you're trying to do an activity that's a little bit longer, it can be used as a warm-up. And then we repeat that sequence. Back to your side to side. Level 1, staying tall. Level 2 is more challenging. If it causes pain in the back or in the hips, don't do it. But level 2 is a little bit more of a crouched position. That's called a monster walk. So either level 1 or level 2. Level 1 or level 2. Then we go into our back taps. Tapping, opening that chest, feeling the stretch, shoulder, chest. Tapping behind. And again, you can use a chair or a wall beside you just in case for balance. And then we go into our hip rotation. One foot comes up, this time rotating shoulders and hip. Palm up, palm down, good for that neutral posture, especially if you're seated a lot in the day. Hip stretches, so it's easier for you to get up and get down from chair, from floor, from bed. Switching sides, palm up, palm down. And then the third sequence that we do is going into a wider stance. That's a wide march. If that feels any type of discomfort, you can always go back to that narrow march we started with. But wide march stretches more inner thighs. From there, you're going to do a reach, reaching and tapping. Reaching and tapping. And the third one we go is into that ankle stretch. So one foot in front, moving ankle forward and back, arms come forward and behind. So from the side, forward and back. Ankle stretches for balance.